Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick little reading of some cards that I pulled, and I thought it was a pretty good little inspirational, at least what I could see on the surface level reading. So um, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. Your first card, and this is a general reading. Obviously, it's if you feel guided to it. Okay, it's timeless. All that. Sorry for the glare. You have volcano, volatility. You have eagle, communion. You have wind, activation. And you have fire, passion. And I'll see if I can try to get them all in because it's pretty cool to see them all, kind of what they turn from. And it's almost like if something comes into your life, this might be predictive, it may not, but let's say something's come into your life and, it's pretty drastic. It could be explosive, it could be scary, it could be anywhere from a tower moment to just something that feels overwhelming, a lot of pressure, troublesome. You don't really know what you're going to do with it or how to handle it. It's something that is a just overwhelming force of some type, right? This definitely is not something that's most people, I'll at least say a large majority of people would get excited about or run to. They would actually shut down or run away from it or be scared or fearful, and just kind of bunker down and go to safety until it passes. Because it feels overwhelming, it feels dangerous. The next card is Eagle, and you have Communion, and this is the one I mostly want to tap into and exactly what this means. I may even pull a clarifier on it, but it goes from something being very volatile to sitting and kind of going within. You can look at it as getting back to nature, of grounding. But to me, this feels a lot more of not only the bigger natures at hand. Did I say that right? The bigger energies at hand in life, which could be nature, could be God, could be source, could be universe, could be whatever. But it even more so feels like that as a representation, even though it's showing the outside. It feels like something within as well, like almost like a guide, something outside of your human self. Especially with eagles, they're very much known shamanically as, to be anchored in your heart, also to rise above and see the bigger picture. And that's a lot what I get, is not only going within and going home to your heart, to your true nature, outside of your humanness, if you will, but also to see the bigger picture of what is really going on here. And it feels like after this is where the energy kind of shifts in this to me. And then it goes to wind activation, and it kind of matches my Taurus reading recently, where it's choosing to, this could be an activation and it's something that's creating a shift for some reason in your life. But instead of going in a victim mindset or a scared mindset, you're going into like an empowering mindset. And not only, yes, could these be happening for you in your life instead of to you, blah, 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 but it could be something that you're choosing to do, that instead of running from it, I almost take this as an energy of you are taking some type of action that is either transforming this energy or facing this energy. Maybe even learning how to utilize the energy, because your card after it is fire. So you have passion. And so if you look, like, this is fire coming up from the volcano, and then you have fire that this man is now in control of and manipulating, not only for possible job or hobby or whatever, but for his own amusement, his own creativity. And no, not that may not all be, not everyone may use that to their amusement, but he is in control of it for whatever he wants to do. The point is that this went from a scary situation or something that you feel disempowered or a loss of control over, to now he's in control of it. And instead of it being something that's scary or could harm him or be bad for him, it's now something that is good for him, that he's utilizing, that he likes, that he's in control over for the most part. That is now something he chooses to have there, and it like empowers him. It's nothing but a thing kind of thing. I mean, look at the difference in the energies. Besides the glare. You know what I mean? It's like volatile and it's explosive and it's in control. It's very just and chaotic, to something that is now organized and control. I mean, it's interesting too that there's a masculine here with the organized energy. This is now organized. It's now being used to your advantage, and you're in control of it, and you're choosing to be around it instead of running from it. So there's something that through, going within or looking at it from a higher perspective, there's some action that can be taken on your part, that instead of running from it, I really look at this activation card as a person, a situation, a group, whatever, going towards the situation, bringing their energy to a situation, the decisions they make, coming up and facing the situation, doing what they need to with the situation. I mean, if you think of like wind or air with fire, it normally fuels it, right? It gets bigger. So follow me here for a second, which is like the opposite of what you would want. But in this situation, instead of running from it or shying away from it, or just, it's bad and being disempowered and kind of hiding and waiting until it blows over, the fact of coming up to it, because, I don't know, maybe something tells you like, hey, look what you can do with this, or, something within, I don't know, whatever it says. When everybody's going to be different, maybe you need to go within, but it's definitely about telling you to empower yourself because of what the actual decision is to do here, what it shows. About going into your heart and remembering who you are and remembering that you are more powerful than this. Obviously, that's within limits, right? Like, this is metaphorically speaking. But reminding who you are and making some decision to either face it, to say, bring it on, I can handle this, and come at it with a level of control and realizing that you're stronger than you think and finding your resources and finding who you are in it. Maybe even possibly making a decision that, yes, it's still there and you use it to your advantage, but you make it smaller in size. Maybe they blew some of the fire out. I don't know. I think that's going too deep into it, that it doesn't matter. The main point is that a decision was made after going within and listening to your heart and seeing things from a higher perspective, that there is a decision that could be made where this is totally something that you could rise to the occasion and come into your power and totally commandeer the situation and find yourself within it. Find yourself empowered, find yourself, healed, and going from an energy of being scared and powerless and fearful to being fun, joyful, passionate, creative, and that it is now even an ally instead of something that's seen as, like, for lack of better words, an enemy or something that's bad. Based on how you see it, because this is perspective. This is very much about perspective, how you see it, a bigger perspective, and how you choose to feel about it in your heart, and what action you choose to take can turn a situation like this into you and the situation like this. Fun, creative, passionate, in control, an ally, empowered, joyful, and just having a good time. So just remember that. I'm not going to pull a card on that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory at this point. Just remember that it's all up to you, and to always go within if you need help to see things. Maybe go to those two that if you do know somebody for a resource to help you with your perspective. Perspective's everything. But more times than not, we have the power to turn things around depending on how we see the situation, people, whatever, and what decisions we make. Just remember that. Any information you may need is in the description box below. I don't have my services up right there right now, but more than likely they will be going back up soon. So if you're interested in any of that, email me. But in the meantime, my email address is in there. If you're interested in donations, I have people ask about that. That's in there. Any information you could need is in there. But either way, I hope this information helps you, or this message helps you, and I hope you are doing well. And I love you, and I'll be seeing and talking to you soon. Bye.